Hello friends, my name is Shashank and welcome back to my channel Shashank Tutorials. How are you all? I hope everyone are doing very well during this pandemic time. So today we will be discussing about reflection of light at curved surfaces. Now what basically is reflection? We have been discussing about reflection since our earlier classes. What is reflection? Reflection is bouncing back of light, the phenomenon of bouncing back of light when it interacts with the surface. Now, we have been discussing about these plane mirrors since our earlier classes. Now, what happens in plane mirror? A light ray strikes the mirror, and we are going to draw a normal which is perpendicular. So, this is perpendicular to the surface of reflection, and then it is going to trace back something like this. So, this angle is called angle of incidence. This angle is called angle of reflection. Yeah. Now, what this is generally a generalized form of working of mirrors. Now, in this lesson, we will be discussing about reflection of light in spherical mirrors. Now, what basically is a spherical mirror that we will be seeing? Yeah. Now, what is a spherical mirror? Now, you are going to take, yeah. Now, you are going to take a sphere which is silvered outside. Now, I am going to give you two cases. Yeah. Now, I am going to take a sphere. This is a sphere which is going to be silvered outer side. It is a hollow sphere, means there is nothing inside, like a gem's ball. You discuss about gem's ball, right? So, similarly, I am going to take a sphere like this, and then I am going to silver its outer part. Yeah. When I silver its outer part, what I am going to do is I am going to cut a small portion from it. I'm going to cut this area, and then I'm going to remove it. What I will get? It is silvered outside. Okay. Now it is silvered outside. It is silvered outside. Yeah. This piece of mirror I am having in my hand. As it is silvered outside, from inside it is a mirror. Now it is going to reflect. Yeah. Now it is going to reflect. These kind of mirrors are called spherical mirrors. So when we represent them neatly like this, when we are going to silver outside, then it is called a concave mirror. Yeah, it is called concave mirror. Now I have another case where I'm going to take another sphere. I'm going to take another sphere, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to silver it inside. So inside the sphere I have silvered it, and again I'm going to cut a small part from it. Now what I'm going to get? I'm going to get a piece of mirror like this, in which inner side is silvered. So as we have discussed in earlier classes, that where we have silvered, its other side is going to reflect. Now for example, in this case, in a concave case, this side of the mirror is going to reflect. In this case, the outer side of the mirror is going to reflect. Now, these are two different types of spherical mirrors. This is called concave. Why it is concave? Now, when I cut this piece, inside there is a cave-like structure. Yeah, there is a cave-like structure. So that's why we are calling as concave. This cave-like structure is going to reflect. Now, where I talk about, this is called convex. Yeah, this is called convex. In convex, this side is reflecting and inner side is silvered. So when light ray comes here, it is going to reflect this side but not inside. So this is called convex and this is called concave. Okay. Now this is what is different types of spherical mirrors. Now when we see the definition of spherical mirror, it is something like, let me write it. So these are special types of curved mirrors in which one part of the one side of the curved surface is reflecting. Here we consider a hollow sphere. Special types of curved mirrors in which one side of a curved surface is reflecting. Here we consider a hollow sphere, means there is nothing inside it. So this is something. When we talk about basic reflection, now here I am having a light, and this light is falling on the table and it is falling on me. Now, this is the basic example of reflection. Even when you see objects, what happens? The light from the source, like you're going to have tube light or you're having sunlight. This sunlight is falling on objects. This sunlight is falling on objects, and these rays go into your eyes, and hence you will be seeing the images. How does that mechanism happen? We will be discussing in human eye and colorful world in the next chapters. Okay. Now we have two types of spherical mirrors. One is concave and the second one is convex. Yeah, concave and then convex. Now we will see some basic terms related to spherical mirrors. Now the case one, the part one of the terms are the basic which you are going to name for every mirror, and next the other terms we will be discussing for two different mirrors. Okay, the first, whenever you are going to draw a picture of spherical mirror in your examinations, you are going to draw neatly a line here. Okay, basically a curved surface here, and you are going to silver it. If it is a concave mirror, you are going to silver outside, the bulging side. When you are going to discuss about convex mirror, you are going to silver it in the inner side. Yeah, here I have silvered outer side, so you are going to represent with these lines. Now we are going to discuss one by one each term. The first term is pole. Okay, so pole is the midpoint. Pole is the midpoint of the spherical mirror. Yeah, this part here, I have drawn a line. I drew a line here. This part is called pole. I'm going to represent pole with capital P. Okay, for every spherical mirror, for example, if I draw for a convex mirror, then this part is going to be my pole. Okay, now this is the midpoint of the spherical mirror is called pole. The second term is center of curvature. Center of curvature, that is C. Now let me take a sphere here. So this is a hollow sphere. Now what you are going to do, whenever you draw a sphere, it has a center, it has a geometric center. Now for this I'm going to see this as the geometric center. I am representing with C. Now whenever we cut the part of the whatever you call the spherical mirror, I'm going to take this part out, but the center of curvature is here, and from center of curvature you are going to draw a line which is passing through the center of the mirror. This part is called pole. Yeah, and this is called the center of curvature, means the center of the hollow sphere from which the spherical mirror is cut. This is called center of curvature. Yeah, this is called center of curvature. You keep this diagram for reference. Therefore, this will be my center of curvature for this mirror. Now, if I draw a hypothetical sphere, Okay, so this is the center of curvature. Now, the third is principal axis. So principal axis is an imaginary axis. It is not present really. It is an imaginary axis. So we have created such an axis to make our concepts very clear. Now, from center of curvature, let me rub this. From center of curvature, you are going to draw a imaginary line, an imaginary line to the center of the mirror, that is the pole. So an imaginary line passing through the center of curvature and the pole of the spherical mirror is called the center of the principal axis. So this line, what you are going to see, is called the principal axis. Okay, the third is the principal axis. Now we have discussed about center of curvature. Now generally you say me, if I take a sphere like this or a circle, in sphere also you are going to imagine this. Take a cross section and look here. From the center, I'm going to draw a line to any point on the circle. What is that called? Simply radius, right? Radius. Same applies in the sphere, right? That's why we are calling the volume of the sphere as 4 by 3 pi r cube, isn't it? So that radius. Here also the spherical mirrors are going to have a radius. So from center of curvature to the pole, this distance is called radius of curvature. This is called radius of curvature. So the fourth term we have learned today is radius of curvature. So from C to pole, this distance is called the radius of curvature. Now, whenever a light strikes in normal mirrors, like when a light strikes on the normal mirror, you are going to draw a normal from the point of interaction. This we have discussed in the previous classes. Now, when I talk about reflection in curved surfaces, how you are going to draw the normal. So, to draw normal, from center of curvature, you are going to draw a dotted line to any point of the mirror. So, it can be like this. From the center of curvature, you are drawing the normal. So, this is the normal for spherical mirrors. Now, this is about normal. And in the next video, we will be discussing about focus of spherical mirrors, the principal focus, and then we will be discussing about different rules to draw ray diagrams. Yeah. So what we have discussed today, we have discussed about spherical mirrors, what are spherical mirrors, and then the special types of curved mirrors. Yeah, the concave and the convex. And then we have discussed about these four terms: the pole, the center of curvature, the principal axis, and the radius of curvature. So in the next video, we will be discussing about the principal focus and also rules to draw ray diagrams. So thank you and have a nice day.